a quiet country road, a green bicycle, and a bullet through the head. In 1919, Bella Wright left her home for what should have been a simple evening ride. She never returned. Her body was found in the gathering dusk, and the only clue, a mysterious man, and a green bicycle with its serial numbers scraped off. The case would grip the nation, divide the public, and ultimately remain unsolved. This is the story of the Green Bicycle Murder, and you're listening to the Bleakwood Ledger. Bella Wright was 23 years old. Bright, well-mannered, the eldest of 7 children. She worked as a secretary in Leicester and often cycled the rural lanes to visit family. Friends described her as independent, intelligent, and kind. The kind of young woman who would ride out alone without fear. She lived in the village of Staunton with her family. Her father was a farm laborer. The war had ended only months before, and like many families, they were just beginning to feel the weight of peace. On July 5, 1919, Bella borrowed her uncle's bicycle to ride to the nearby village of Golby. It was a visit she made often. It was a Saturday evening. Bella left home around 6:45 p.m., riding along familiar country lanes. But not long after she set off, a man on a green bicycle began riding alongside her. Several people saw them together. Some said they seemed to be chatting. Others said she looked uncomfortable. One witness, a blacksmith named Joseph Cowell, described the man as well-dressed, soft-spoken, and perhaps a little too forward. He offered to fix Bella's bicycle when she had a minor issue near his shop. By the time Bella arrived at her uncle's home in Golby, she mentioned the man, but casually. She didn't seem alarmed. She left Golby around 8:50 p.m. and was never seen alive again. Later that night, a local farmer was walking the same country road. He found a bicycle lying near a gate and a young woman face down on the ground nearby. It was Bella Wright. At first glance, it looked like a tragic accident, a fall perhaps. But a closer look revealed something far darker, a single bullet wound above her left eye. No blood on the ground, no struggle, no sign of robbery, and no weapon. The police were called. Constable Alfred Hall arrived at the scene. His official report noted the unnatural angle of Bella's head, the wound, and the eerily undisturbed surroundings. He quickly realized this was no accident. In the days that followed, villagers remembered one detail above all others, the green bicycle. It was a rare color, unusual, distinct. Everyone who saw Bella that evening recalled the man riding beside her on it. The police put out notices across the county, searching for the bike and the man. 2 weeks later, the breakthrough came, but not in a way anyone expected. A man walking along the river spotted a bicycle submerged in the water, caught in weeds and branches. It had been intentionally dismantled, the frame taken apart, and crucially, the serial number scratched off. But the damage wasn't enough. The police painstakingly restored the number, and with it found the owner, a man named Ronald Light. Ronald Light was a quiet, intelligent man, a former artillery officer who had served in World War I, 33 years old, mild-mannered, an educator. He had no known criminal record, but he had been dismissed from several teaching positions for what were described as indiscretions. When questioned by police, Light admitted to meeting Bella. He said he rode alongside her, helped with a mechanical issue, and saw her safely on her way. But here's where it turns strange. Light never came forward when the news broke. He threw his bicycle in the river. He burned papers in his fireplace. And when asked why, he said he panicked. He feared being wrongly accused. Was it fear or guilt? In June of 1920, Ronald Light stood trial for the murder of Bella Wright. The prosecution laid out their case. Light was the last person seen with Bella. He lied to the police. He destroyed evidence, the bicycle, the papers, and his revolver, which was never found. The public was captivated. The newspapers dubbed it the Green Bicycle Murder. Witness after witness took the stand. Some confirmed seeing Light with Bella. Others testified to his strange behavior before and after her death. But there was a problem. There were no eyewitnesses to the shooting, no murder weapon, no forensic evidence. And Light's lawyer, a rising star named Edward Marshall Hall, known as the Great Defender, he painted Light as a nervous, awkward man, not a killer. The jury deliberated for just 4 hours. On the afternoon of June 11th, 1920, Ronald Light was found not guilty. He walked free. Many were stunned, others relieved. The courtroom buzzed with whispers. Had justice been served, or had a killer just been set loose? Ronald Light lived out the rest of his life quietly. He never married, never spoke publicly about the trial. He died in 1975 at the age of 89. He had outlived nearly everyone who had once whispered his name. Over a century later, Bella Wright's death remains unsolved. The case still captivates historians, true crime writers, and amateur sleuths. Some believe Ronald Light was indeed guilty, a socially awkward man who lashed out, then scrambled to cover his tracks. Others argue the wound may have been accidental, a stray shot from a nearby farm, or a terrible mishap with a weapon she or someone else carried. And some whisper that the real killer was never caught at all. The green bicycle, now rusted and silent, rests in a museum in Leicester, a relic of a young woman's final ride and a mystery that time could not bury. What do you think happened on that road? Was it fear or murder, guilt or a grave misunderstanding? Let us know your theory in the comments. And if this tale intrigued you, subscribe for more true crime and shadowed history. This has been the Bleakwood Ledger. Until next time, keep your wits about you. The past rarely stays buried.